Okay, hello? Can you guys hear me? Yo, what's up? Mic check 1, 2. Okay, hello? Can you guys hear me? Yo, what's up? Hello? Mic check 1, 2. Everything good? I just gotta make sure, because I don't think you guys was hearing me. Yeah, I was talking the whole time. Alright, it's better? Yeah, I had to make sure, guys. I don't know what happened. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I just had to make sure. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, everybody's celebrating the cancellation of these games. Yeah, I was like, yo, can y'all hear me? Yeah, I had to restart the whole stream. But people don't understand that Rare was already done before the Microsoft even acquired them. Yeah, no worries, guys. All the talent left under Free Radical, which as you guys can see, they went under too. So it's more than just making video games. I think old-fashioned gamers and fanboys alike need to understand that you are no longer the market leader. Your opinions are personally not me either. I'm not happy with the cancellations either. But how many of these people were actually going to play this game? Not a lot. Let's just keep it 100. You know, and as time goes on and how expensive gaming is getting, they're going to just cut off a lot of the fluff. And this is what honestly hurts. This is why we don't see Killzone. This is why we don't see Warhawk, SOCOM, even now, and as of right now, Perfect Dark. Because they know that there's not a market for these games. They're going to spend all this money. Like, think about it. It's a miracle Sea of Thieves turned out. Yeah, it did. But you know why? Because Sea of Thieves makes concurrent money. It has microtransactions. It has a lot of things going for it. Right? That's the reason why Sea of Thieves. And I'm surprised it did catch on, too. You're right. But it's just like, it shows you. Like, I looked up Perfect Dark sales, Perfect Dark 0. That game sold 1 million on 360, and they even included the Rare collection, the Rare replay. Yo, what's up, guys? It's ridiculous. I feel like as gamers, I think gamers don't want to admit that, oh, look at that. I get this. Nice. I definitely want that. Yeah. They're the minority. I hate to say this is what's up, Estrella. This is gonna bother everybody. If you're an old school gamer, yeah, Halo and Gears, because they still remotely have an audience. But I think people have to realize our days is over. This is why I told people. Get your retro games up, because we have no control over the market. All the gatekeeping that these fanboys want to do, why are they doing it? Sony ain't listening to you. Assassin's Creed, yes, I would say there is an audience even after what is it? Not audience, even after Shadows, because the name, it's the name of the game. You get what I'm saying? It still has that name. Yeah, people weren't really feeling Assassin's Creed Shadows, but if Ubisoft decides to turn it around and make an Assassin's Creed game the way people want, they'll support it because the name. People have to understand the name of a game is very important now. Why do you think Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to do better than every game? A lot of it's due to nostalgia, and a lot of it's due to the new age fans that love GTA 5. Most Grand Theft Auto fans, well, Grand Theft Auto 5 fans, never played San Andreas. Most of them never even played Vice City. The ones that are playing GTA 5 right now, currently, are that they think that's their first GTA. That is their first Grand Theft Auto. My first GTA was on the PlayStation 1. You know? And if people have to ask them, so, we the market leader, you know, it's us 50-year-old gamers. Listen, bruh. Listen. These dinosaurs have to understand that when people bought the PS1, they were probably 30, 40 years old too. You still think they playing games? These 50-year-old dudes, y'all were young enough to enjoy gaming the way it was. Right? They were young enough to enjoy gaming. But do you honestly think a person at 30, 40 years old when the PS1 came out is still gaming now? Gaming as an industry has not grown. And I'm going to stay strong in this. Because people want to keep saying gaming has grown. No, it hasn't. We don't talk about 200, 300 million sold Nintendo Switches. The sales of what the Switch is getting is very similar to what the PS2 was when that was popular. You know, we still talk about 30 million Xboxes. We're still talking about, like, bro, nothing changed, bro. If anything, every generation that comes, it's either we lose a few fans and we gain a few other ones. That's what's going on. Yeah, you was young. That's what I'm saying, Simmons. You was young when these things came out. But think about it. There was a person that was 30 back then That's 30 years ago. You think they playing now at 60? Got family, lives, kids, and all that. They're not gaming. And people want to say, oh, but people back then bought it. Listen, bruh. People have to, oh, man. People have to understand. Those people are old. They 60-something years old. Now, mind you, we still got a few old heads that remember the good old days, right? But still, the vast majority of them that picked up a PS1 back then was 30 and 40. Am I right? They gonna be in their 70s. You think they weren't about PlayStation 5 and hardware sales and software? Like, come on, man. The only reason why we know, because we are young enough, 89, you're still young enough to understand. You're not that far off. They supported these games. Now that they don't exist no more, now gaming has changed. The landscape of gaming is done. Yes, then that's another thing too, Cupid. Gaming was a little bit more inexpensive. Now it costs a lot of money to take a gamble. You think a company's going to be willing enough to spend $300 million on a game and see the game don't even sell past 1 million? People say 1 million sales was good back then. Yeah, that's because the games weren't that expensive to make. See, the problem is gaming hasn't evolved, but the prices have. You get what I'm saying? This was a problem that was going to happen ever since the PS2, GameCube, and original Xbox existed. Because even third party have said, even during that time, all right, you know what? Let me hit the ballistics for y'all. Have you noticed? Check this out, right? I'm gonna lay the ballistics, right? Check this out, right? Y'all ready for this? Did you guys notice that every new generation, we started getting less games? They're like, oh, what you mean, Gamester? What you mean? What you mean, Gamester? Think about what I'm about to say. Every new generation, when we went, check this out. I feel like Super Nintendo, the PS1 was still good. But when we went from PS1 to PS2, we was getting less games. When we went from PS2 to PS3, studios was going under too. Y'all don't remember? A lot of studios went under. So this is nothing new. Right? When we went to PS3 to PS4, we started seeing less games, right? Now we went from PS4 to 5, we're seeing even more less games than we've ever seen before. And everybody's like, where the games at? Every generation we see less and less games because of how expensive it is to make. What do these fanboys don't understand? But on PS2 it was different. PS2 was cheap, you dummy. It didn't cost $300 million to make a damn PS2 game, you stupid ass. Bro, y'all were barely paying. Y'all barely even had real voice actors. Now they got Keanu Reeves. You got all these real life actors and stuff. Bro, they were out here using B-level actors. And they out here talking about, but gaming back then, they used to do 3 games for the PlayStation 1. Like, bro, this is why I tell people where Laura Fryer is wrong in her opinion. Because I'm saying that at the time when she was doing all that stuff for Xbox, things was different. Things was different back then. You tell a freaking Fortnite player that we got exclusives on this, they're going to be like, huh? What? You got what? Most of them probably don't even know Gears of War or Killzone. Indies is the only saving grace we have, and I guarantee once people get tired of the AAA company is going to buy out the AA, and people going to say, oh, but they will never do it. They for the gamers. Listen, if EA tell these people, hey, man, listen, people starting to get on to us. They're not liking the Maddens. What? Yeah, you know, we EA. Hey, what's this studio name? Stardew Studios. Hey, Stardew Studios. Yeah, hey man, listen. You make games for us. We'll give you like $500 million for the whole studio. This guy's making games in his mom's basement. You gonna say he ain't gonna take that? Hey, you can still make games for us though. You know, they saying that he gonna be loyal to the indie scene. Y'all believe that? We got people believing that these dudes gonna stay loyal to the indie scene when EA come over the checkbook for $500 million and say we want that talent right there, boy. Because we don't want to make games no more. $500 million, man making games in his mama basement. People love it. Don't sell out. Don't sell out. You don't think he's selling out? Bro, you lying to yourself. You is lying to yourself if you don't believe that. That's why I tell about indies. Indies is good for right now, but I give it until a few years later on, maybe 10, maybe even 15, 20 years. These these AAA companies are going to buy these indies, bro. They going to buy them. They going to buy them. They're going to buy the indies. Movies are the same. Most of the good movies aren't. Yeah, they ain't Hollywood, so therefore, why they don't make them. Thank you, Nas. You know where I'm getting at. Just like with music. It's the same thing. People's like, oh, I remember the old days when the music used to have feelings, when the music used to hit the soul. Why are all the rappers, why are all these R&B artists talking about the same stuff? Because that's what gets them money. What do you people don't understand? You are in the minority. You are not the majority. That's the problem with these fanboys. They think they're the majority. They think they're the majority. They think that, oh, gaming is evolved around us, and it's not. It is absolutely not. And that's what I find hilarious. Yep. That's the era that we live in, the copy-paste shortcut era. That is exactly what's going on right now. Facts. Yep, no effort. This is what we got now. Yep. This is what we dealing with. You gotta look for it now. Yep, I agree. Cause it ain't gonna come to you, man. And I feel bad, bro. I had people telling me, oh, you should be harder on Microsoft. Listen, I told people I was disappointed. I ain't got to cry on my knees and say, Microsoft, you hurt me. You promised me you were going to bring these games to me. Oh, like, what do people want me to do? Get angry? This happens all the time. I've had games that I was waiting for the what is it, Nintendo 64. Which is essentially Star Fox Adventure, and they canceled it. I didn't sit there and cry and moan. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. It looked like it would have been a good game, but it's not here no more. So what? Dinosaur Planet, which ended up being Star Fox Adventures. This happens all the time, bro. This is not damage control. This being 100% honest. What? Yo. See, this is what I'm saying, man. You see how I'm making recipes and stuff, and they're not letting me look. Because if I make a salad, like right here, look, all it would tell me for the soup. Oh snap! Hold on. That's my milk. Damn. Now all of a sudden, they didn't want to cry and complain. I don't want to sit there and tell people I'm hurt. You know, Mr. Go Woke and Go Broke, right? Y'all don't remember that? Go Woke and Go Broke? Y'all don't remember that, right? Now they out here crying. Talking about, oh, our games are being murdered. Yeah. Oh, yeah, me too. Yo, you saw that, right? Yeah, like people gotta understand, man. Gaming is just it's not the same no more, man. We're done. The old heads, we gone. And it's sad because Perfect Dark, even with Microsoft's multi-platform strategy, that probably still wasn't enough. And let's keep it 100. I know I would have played it, but do you think anybody would have played that on Xbox? I hate to say it, man. I don't think so. And this should just be being honest with myself. This is not me saying, oh, the game deserved to be canceled. We should have never seen it. That's not me saying that. Because I would never go as far to say that because it's still a game that people wanted to play. I was one of them. But let's be honest with ourselves. Old gamers, we have to be honest. We got too many old gamers lying to themselves, thinking that, oh, we... Now, Jay, it is bad. It is bad. I'm not going to say it's good, but yes, you are right. They're blowing it out of proportion. We're going to continue to get less and less games. I hate to say it. No, I know you would, Jay. Jay, I'm right there with you. Now ask yourself, how many, all right, you know what, Jay? I got a perfect question for you. How many of you think that would have bought it, though? How many people do you think would have bought Perfect Dark? Because I looked at the sales for Perfect Dark 0 on the 360, and it sold 1 million. It sold 1 million, and that's including the Rare Replay collection. That is embarrassing. No, I'm not disrespecting the game. It's embarrassing. And people want to say, we want physical copy, we want this, we want that. All I want these dudes to do is shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Them saying that Xbox canceled this game, okay, fine. Now we got to go over all the cancellations of Sony. Have you noticed the only one struggling with this is the ones that focused on AAA budgets? This is why when people say, why did Nintendo not make a powerful console? This is the reason why. You make a more powerful system, you got to spend more powerful money. What do people don't understand? You got a more powerful console, you need to spend more money. People don't get it. More money, more problems. Yeah, it was. But it still didn't sell well. Nobody went back and played it. Nobody cared enough. The game was on the market for a long time, and it sold probably a little bit over 1 mil altogether. I think people as gamers have to understand that gaming might have felt big to us, but it was never big to nobody else. Gaming was never big. I hate to say it, gaming, if anything, this new age of gamers that Death Stranding 2, I know, 66% less. It sold less than 1 million. That's crazy. I remember when Gears of War came out for the Xbox, what was it? It sold like 2 or 3 million off the gate for 360. I don't think that will happen now. Games are selling less and less. They are, in general now. I think people are starting to become more inclined to not having to buy games, and this is why Microsoft said, hey, we got Game Pass. This is only their saving grace. No, cool dog, you can't say that. Now, I'm not saying you can't say that. You can say whatever you want, of course. You can't say that. And the reason why I'm going to say that, Death Stranding 1 was popular. Death Stranding 1 was sold good. Death Stranding 1 sold good. It did. It's actually, Death Stranding 1 sold really good. I was actually surprised. Look up the sales for that game. You'll be like, oh, snap, damn, this game sold that well? Now, mind you, this was all during the Kojima hype. This was also during the time with the PS4, right? Where they weren't really no free-to-plays as popularized as we got now. Do you get what I'm saying? People did buy Death Stranding. But I think people, after buying the first one and not probably liking it, right? They probably said, I'm not buying this crap again. It didn't sell well. It did. Hold on, let me look. It did sell well, Jay. Let me look up the sales. I got you though. I want to clarify. Hold on, I got you. Before we continue, I got you though. I want to look too, cause you could be right too. I could be wrong. Hold on. I got you though, bro. Hold on. He said it sold bad, right? All right, let's see. I want to look up the sales. I'm looking up sales right now. No. It says right here, Death Stranding has sold over 19 million. Oh, no, it sold. Oh, no. Look at it. Death Stranding sold. It says right here, 19 million. Oh, it sold. Death Stranding 1 most definitely sold. But I think gamers looked at it and said, I'm not picking this crap up. Yeah, look it up. Bro, I was shocked when somebody told me. It says right here. Of it. It says, it says 80% of its sales is digital too. Yeah, Death Stranding 1 sold good. Nah, that's cool. We all make mistakes, but I didn't know that either, bro. I didn't think Death Stranding so good either. Yeah, there was more hype for that. But now, people probably got over the Kojima trade. I want to hear what Simmons got. Games I might get hate for this, but after it went off of the radar and after PS2, Sony went off my radar. Okay, that's fair enough. I don't think that's controversial at all. I think you right on with what you said. You know? Yeah. I think we were just getting less and less games, guys. I just think people are starting to really notice it. But my dad noticed this a long time ago. He's like, yo, he said, there's a lot of games that don't come out no more. Even when the PS2 came out, PS3 got worse. PS4 got worse. PS5 has most definitely gotten worse. Even Xbox. People say, oh, I remember all the days when Xbox had this and this and that. I mean, we do get some Xbox games. I think we get a little bit more than PlayStation. But still, they ain't pushing out games like they used to, bro. Xbox had NFL Fever, Advent Rising, Halo, freaking Brute Force, freaking Kung Fu Chaos. They were out here dropping games, but how many of them were actually selling is the question. He said, I picked it up on sale. Yeah, it's good. I would say on sale, it's good. I actually have that game, too. I bought that. I think I got the director's cut. I think the PS4 version, I think. Yeah, I don't have the PS5 one. Yep, and that's because the gaming industry is becoming more expensive. As much as we love the 360, but I think the 360 nailed it in the coffin. I think it nailed it. Yes, you talk about for the OG Xbox. Oh, yeah. I think that has like a girl on the cover or something, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, your husband has the director's cut. Okay. Yeah, that's another thing too. Games take too long to make. Bro, you got to think about it, bro. I would dislike being. Let me tell you something, bro. If I was 50 years old, I would not be gaming. I probably would game. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't be waiting for games or think about it. Imagine being 50 years old, waiting 7 years for one game. Think about that, guys. Think about that for a second. Imagine. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad if you think about it. Waiting 7 years. Imagine, I'm 57 by the time they gave me Death Stranding 2. Oh, but we got Uncharted 5. Oh, I have to wait. That's going to be another 7 years. Bro, I'm 60. Are you serious? I'm going to be in a nursing. Bro, that's why they ain't playing them, man. If I'm an old dude, I'm sticking to what I know, and I'm going to say screw all of it. I'm not waiting that long for no damn game. Back in the old days, the old man, hey, we getting the PS1. You know, we getting Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9. Next, the PS2, we getting 10. You could be an old gamer back then. You cannot be an old gamer now. If you was 50 years old, waiting for a game, you might go before the game even come out. You'd be like, oh, I'm waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6. I was 50 years old when it came out. Now I'm going to be, oh, I ain't going to make it. Oh, there you go. Couldn't even make it to the game, man. Now they playing with my life, bruh. You got gaming playing with my life. Nah, we ain't doing that. You ain't going to play with my life. Are you serious? Y'all got me waiting a whole lifetime to play a game is crazy work. 7, 8 years. Yo, bro, the guy ain't even gonna make it to he ain't gonna make it to GTA 7. Yo. I know. I mean, think about it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Gaming was just better back then. All the game we went for PS3. We had Resistance 1, 2, and 3. Little Big Planet 1, 2, and 3. Right? Okay? Alright, let me do it again. Alright, let me look at the chat. Super chat. CW, Nintendo is bricking people Switch 2s on purpose, making them buy another Switch is crazy. They be stupid enough to buy another one. But PS3, just as an example. Resistance 1, 2, and 3. Killzone 2 and 3. Little Big Planet 1, 2, and 3. Infamous 1 and 2. 360, Gears 1, 2, 3, and Judgment. 4 games in one generation. Halo, Halo 3, Halo ODST, Halo Reach, and Halo 4. PS3, God of War 3, okay? I mean, they did a few of the collections, but if we're talking about new games, God of War 3 and God of War Ascension for PS3. What the hell's going on? I don't get it. Why are we waiting so long for games, man? Nobody asked this question. Why are we waiting this long? Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, Bioshock 1, 2, and Infinite, Borderlands 1 and 2. It was simple back then. Life was simple. Life was so simple. Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Like, come on, man. For a second, one in a heartbeat. Borderlands came out like every 6-7 years. Yeah, you got to give Microsoft credit. They are pumping out games, man. They are. You got to give them credit. He says, I'd rather wait. Hold on. No, hold on. He said, I'd rather wait for a quality title than a rushed half-baked. What do you mean? Those games wasn't half-baked. What you talking about? Those games came straight out the oven. Yeah, Dead Rising 1 and 2, and then they had Off the Record and Case Zero. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and then they had 3 off the follow-up. Like, bro. What is, man? Look at Mr. Den. Oh, I don't want. I'd rather wait 10 years of my life to make sure the game is perfect. Bro, you can't. Bro, don't say that. Because we even had Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask on the same console. Y'all waiting for one Legend of Zelda game. But Nintendo's like, oh, but you get Wii Masters, though. You get the Wii Master, though. You get to play Tears of Kingdom again. You get to play Breath of Wild again. What about the new Zelda, Nintendo? Oh, you get to play the same one again. Are you serious? Yeah, Mario Party 1 and 2 and 3. Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. Like, come on. I actually waited for Duke Nukem Forever, which was crazy. Like, what are we doing as a gaming community, man? Like, this is just terrible. All in one gen, and then the follow-up gen, they had 10, and then they had 11, and then they had Zodiac Age. And then they had other games too, other bangers. What happened, man? Yo, what's up, Animal? I'm just saying, they're gonna wait 10 years for a good looking movie. Bro, even movies come out sooner than they games. They probably gonna have Fast and the Furious 21 by the time Sony come out with a game. It's terrible. I'm not waiting that long, bruh. Because that's what they did with Shenmue. And I bought Shenmue 3 on sale, and that game sucks. Imagine waiting 20 years for Shenmue, bro. Imagine waiting 20 years for Shenmue. 20 years for Shenmue is crazy. Shendudu. Imagine. Man, most old people didn't even make it to Land D. Shendu. They're done. Old gamers are gone. They're extinct. They're dinosaurs. Laura doesn't know what the hell she talking about. Hey, I like Shenmue 2, but Shenmue 3, I mean, imagine being an old guy waiting for that and they come out 20 years later. Come on, man. Yo, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to take forever too. It's honestly disrespectful. Yeah, exactly. Your life is never promised. Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I'm done with this waiting crap. This is what they want to pull on people? I'm good. Oh, you got the arcade? That's nice. Yeah, we went from... Yo, bruh. I'm going to tell you. Let me go fishing real quick so I can actually... We went from that, right? We went from all that, right? Which is crazy. We went from Sonic... Yo, check this, y'all. Y'all want to... Yeah, check this. Right? Y'all want to know how good we had it in the 90s? Y'all want to know? Who want to know? Because clearly these people don't know. We had Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic Spinball. We had Sonic... What was it? Sonic 3D Blast. Sonic Jam, Sonic Adventure, all in the same decade, bruh. Sonic Shuffle. Then they come up with Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, and then the next one, Sonic Adventure, what was it? Sonic Heroes. Oh yeah, Sonic R, yep. But come on, man. Bro, all those games came in with a 10-year lifespan. This is ridiculous, bro. Gaming just sucks. Oh yeah, I know. Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mega Man Legends. Mega Man, I mean, come on. Legends 1 and 2, Tron Bond. That's on top of Capcom, bro. That's what we want as gaming. I would love to see it actually get remastered. They need to bring that back. I mean, it was nice they brought Sonic Colors, but I want to see a 3D collection come back for the modern. Then you had Red Dead Revolver, you had Gun, you had The Warriors, you had Bully, you had State of Emergency. You had so many different games, Godfather, and you had Mafias, you know? Like, we don't get nothing no more, bro. All they say, just wait 10 years for a game. I'm not waiting no 10 years for no damn game. No Half-Life 3 yet either. That's when gaming was exciting, man. That's when I was seeing the evolution. I was like, oh man, this is getting better and better and better. It ain't getting better no more. It's staying the same. All they can say, oh, it's got 60 flame weight. It got 120 flames. Which graphics did I prefer? I'd say, let me see. Like, in what regards? 'Cause I feel like all the games look good in their own ways. But I feel like a lot of these games look the same now. That's my opinion. I feel like a lot of these games look the same. Oh yeah, they did cancel Mega Man Legends 3. I remember that. Yep. That's sad. I mean, think about it. We had Silent Hill. We had Silent Hill 2. We had Silent Hill 3. We had Silent Hill 4. We had Silent Hill Origins. Bro, we had games, man. We had games, man. Like, don't let me get old school with this, because we had games back then. That is facts. Godhead. Like, I get it, man. I would love to go back to that way of gaming. But I understand that that's not how gaming is now. You know? That's why I tell people, get your retro games out, man. Bro, check this out. Yeah, hold on. Let me say another thing. Right? We had Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. Right? Listen to what I'm saying. Bangers after bangers. Resident Evil, was it Survivor, I think? Then they had Outbreak 1 and 2. Bro, we was getting games, man. Code Veronica. Resident Evil 4, y'all weren't waiting long for these games. 2 Zeldas on the N64 was crazy. You got 2 Zeldas even on the GameCube. You got Wind Waker and you got Twilight Princess. Then you had Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword on the Wii. I mean, the Switch, Nintendo's always gave you 2 Zeldas though. Let me see, Switch gave you 2 Zeldas too. Yeah, Switch gave you 2 Zeldas though too. So that is a Nintendo thing. I noticed that. So let me see, Nintendo always giving out 2 Zeldas. Oh yeah, 64, GameCube, they gave 2 Zeldas. Yeah, they do have 2 Zeldas on Switch. But I ain't counting them 2 on Switch 2. They only count for Switch 1. I ain't counting those other 2 that they put on the Switch 2. That's straight up lazy. I ain't counting those. Nintendo gonna have to throw out a real Zelda game if they want me to put that in the tally. Hell nah. I hate Yeah, even the Wii U had to. The Wii U had to. Let me see. It had Breath of Wild and Wind Waker. I would love. Wind Waker was good though, but I can't count Wind Waker because it's a GameCube game. But I mean, if you want to count, it is 2 Zelda games. I can't say they're not. They're just not 2 new ones, if that makes sense. But other than that, yeah. Damn, 670? Damn. I'm not, hell. Man. Like, we had so many great games, man. I mean, it's a lack of first and third party. Yeah, there's a lack. I don't care if Microsoft cancels Blade. I know. I mean, damn. I mean, what happened if they do cancel Blade, though? Nobody's taking that into consideration. I know. What happened if they do cancel Blade, though? That would kind of suck. That's what I'm saying, man. These layoffs, they do suck, but I think they probably won't due to the Marvel license, but... You know, I think Perfect Dark and Everwild, I think those two games was canceled specifically due to a lack of vision. I think Perfect, because think about it. Like, yo, you know what's so funny about this? You got Initiative making Perfect Dark, right? Which is a Rare IP. And you got Rare doing some Everwild crap. Like, what? Like, this is how you know Rare's trash? And this is why I tell people, even if Nintendo got them back, it wouldn't have mattered. Because Rare ain't gonna do nothing. They can't, the talent is gone. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you think about it, okay, let's say Microsoft do get rid of Rare. What is Nintendo going to do with them? They can't do anything. Like, Rare is literally useless. I would say the only thing Nintendo would use them for is to put the games on the, to put games on their subscription service. I can see that. But they're already doing that anyways. I hate the future. Me too. Fresno State football fan. I don't like it either, man. I don't. This is why I tell people I play like this game, even though it's like a newer version. This is an old game. Xbox is the one that ruined. No. Hold on. We had a conversation. No, it's not, Bag. No, it's not. Microsoft did not ruin Rare. I can explain this. He says they ruined Rare. No, they did not ruin Rare. Rare was going downhill by the time they went on the GameCube. Matter of fact, the games that they worked on the GameCube, which was grabbed by the Ghoulies, was a GameCube title. The reason why Microsoft acquired Rare in the first place, because they were going to go under if nobody bought them. So Microsoft said, okay, we know they made good games. We know people liked it, even though they weren't very popular. I mean, mostly in the 90s with the N64. We'll buy the IPs. But the talent was gone. Why do you think Microsoft has the IPs, but they have other people make the games for them? Think about it. So it's not Microsoft bag. If anything, Microsoft salvaged Rare. All Microsoft has is IPs. They only have names. They don't have talent. The talent left. And another point that I can bring up, and you guys know, if you know your game and stuff, you know this. A lot of the talent went to Free Radical. Y'all know who Free Radical is? The same people that did Time Splitters, which plays exactly like what? Oh, that's right. GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. That's where the talent went, and look what happened with Free Radical. They went under. Like, I mean, it's like people saying, oh, these acquisitions is what made... Bro, they went under anyway because nobody's buying the freaking games. Nobody's buying them. This is why they going under. Oh, I'm a gamer. I want gaming to come back. I want gaming to be like the old days. I want gaming to be like I was in the 2000s. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. The closest thing we got to that is remasters and remakes. That is it. That is their way of telling us to shut up. Our old games... Oh, hold on. 1 minute. All right, hello? All right, let me see. Is it better? Hold on. All right, hello? I had to make sure. Is it better? Is it really that bad? Hello? Yeah, it's better. I had to make sure. Okay, I had to make sure. All right. Oh, so he lied? Yo, don't tell me he lied, bro. He lied? Yo, did he actually lie? And I turned off my mic, bro. That's crazy. I can't believe he actually had me do that, bro. And my mic wasn't even messed up. This dude. Oh, okay. All right. Sounds better. Yeah, this mic is going, bro. All right, man. Nah, he did it? Okay. I would have been laughing if he did, though. OG. Yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day. They were going to have one called Conker's Another Bad Fur Day. Dead Space 1 and 2. Dante's. Oh, yeah, EA. That was a bad shutdown. They even did a bad shutdown with EA. What was it? EA Big, if I remember. Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does act up though. I don't know why. Yeah, they weren't. Also, too, the main developer of it, the main head of it, Shinji, he left the company. I know Shinji was disappointed. They probably told him, like, yo, Shinji, people ain't into all this evil within crap, man. We're gonna try our works with Hi-Fi Rush. Is it a girl? Oh, let me see. Yo, EA big, they made a lot of games. Yeah, they did do Diddy Kong. That was another one. Rare made a lot of good games during the 90s. I mean, they made a lot of good games in general. But, I mean, to be honest, they really put the N64 on the map. I feel like if Nintendo didn't have Rare, bruh, they would have been, oh, man. I think they would have been so bad. I feel like Rare saved the N64, honestly. Oh. I think I got fertilized eggs, right? Another one. Yeah, they did Donkey. Yeah, they did a lot of... Yo, think about it, bro. I know. Think about how many games they did is crazy, bro. Just within the 10 years, bro, they did Battletoads. They did Donkey Kong 1, 2, and 3. 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye. Bruh. That's all within a 10-year margin, bruh. They're 100,000? Damn. Damn, this really costs 100,000, bro. Look at this. Damn. I like the DK3 though, but yeah, I mean, in comparison to the others, yes, I would agree. Yeah, that's true. They're not behind it. Yeah, I know. Hopefully that one ain't up line because people are looking forward to some of these games. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That was delayed, really? To next year? Yeah, without Rare, they wouldn't have been as good. Yeah, Rare really put them on the map. You know? And then on top of that, with Nintendo, somebody told me that... I mean, Nintendo 64 was for the exclusives and Rare games. That was what really put it on the map. Yeah, it's not the worst, but it's not the best either. Nah, I feel you on that. Yeah, I know Fable would be such a blow, though. You know, that would be such a blow. You know? Yeah, retro gaming is where it's at. Yeah, Microsoft still got a lot of games, even with some of the cancellations. Marlon is such a flip-flop. Yo, he flip-flopping again. He does that every time. Well, because it's comfortable now. It's comfortable to bash Xbox. I mean, look at what's going on. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, if they start canceling like that, then you already know. I'm just saying that I didn't think this was going to happen, but because I thought the Game Pass philosophy would have been enough, but apparently even that's not enough. I think Microsoft doesn't want to put that type of money, maybe into a household name, but it's just sad, bro. It sucks. It's just because it speaks volumes as to the problem with AAA gaming, is that if it doesn't make enough money for them, they won't come out with it. You don't think Sony say, hey man, let's do SOCOM, let's bring back Killzone. I think Sony's had these talks, but they realize they don't have enough fans. Game Marlon put on an Xbox cat. Yeah, he does that all the time. Dreamcast had a lot game, bro. Dreamcast had more games in 1 year and 8 months than the Xbox and PS5 combined. Bro, I can think of more Dreamcast games during the time of when that came out than with the Xbox. Yeah, I'm doing well, bro. Like, yo, I'm gonna go through a quick list, right? We had Soul Calibur. We had, was it Trick Style? You had NBA 2K, NFL 2K, Power Stone 1 and 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, Double Impact, Third Strike, D2. Right? We had D2. He said it sucks for the Plasma Sword. Bro, there was so many good games on that. Dynamite Cop, House of the Dead 2. For freaking Sega. I even like Sega Swirl. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Sonic Shuffle, Grandia 2, Code Veronica. These were all new games too at the time. Not old, they were all new. Yeah, Jet Set Radio, yep. There was so many good. This is all in 1 year and 8 months of the system living. Then you have Super Magnetic Neo. No, you ain't gotta say that, Tony. Crazy Taxi 1 and 2. Heavy Metal, what was it? Heavy Metal Matrix. I have all these games too. You guys know that, right? Cannon Spike. Project Justice. Yeah, I don't blame you, Fresno. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. I mean, I'm actually kind of already happy with just my PS5 and Xbox. Skies of Arcadia. Oh, yeah. The GOAT. Phantasy Star Online. Quake 3. I mean, the list just goes on and on, man. You had, what was that game? The Charge Blast. I think I have it. PS2 was the best console, though. It was good, but only because of the third party. I think PlayStation 2... I mean, PlayStation 2 had its own first party, too. But I think the third party is what made that system the best. Best console 360, not PS2. Ooh, that is... Now, if we just talk about consoles, dang, that's a tough one, bruh. Yo. Oh, yeah, the original God of Wars. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, those are some good games there, too. Yeah. PS2 is the... I mean, that's a tough one, though. 360 and PS2? Ah, that's tough. That's tough. Now, if we're comparing everything, we can see. But if we're talking about 360 games versus PS2 games, I feel... I mean, 360 for online. I think PlayStation for single player. This is still tough, guys. This is still tough. It's not close. Oh, no, it's close. I wouldn't say the PS2 wins by a landslide. I mean, because technically you could play some of the same PS2 games through the 360 compatibility. That's what I'm saying. I'm just looking at how y'all trying to play it. But if you're talking about game for game, you know what I'm saying? I go by genres. I think PS2 had the better genres. PS2 had the better RPGs. I think for sure. It definitely had the better RPGs. They didn't have the better online, though. I think Xbox, but even then, I did like PS2's online too, but I'll give that one to 360, right? I think it had the better shooters. I feel I had a better first-person shooter. Fighting games, damn, this is kind of... I think the fighting games is kind of close. Fighting games is kind of close. Yeah, Budokai Tenkaichi, that was, I know, right there. Yeah, that's a tough. But it's mostly the third party though. That's what kills it. The third party is what kills it. Yeah, if we're talking about just PS2, like, I mean, Metal Gear Solid 2, I think I'd take Metal Gear Solid 2. But even then, if you count all 360 games, they did re-release that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, how y'all trying to do this? It's a lot closer, though. That's what I'm saying, guys. It's a lot closer than y'all giving it credit. It's a lot closer. I feel like the PS2 wins in the niche department, though. Oh, yeah. Like, if you're talking about, like, Dragon Guard, oh, man. Dragon Guard, bro. Yeah, 360 had MVC2 Online, and it was actually arcade perfect. That's what I'm saying, man. It's not as easy as people think. It's not a landslide, by far not. I think the PS2 and the 360 are by far some of the best gaming consoles. Like, it's hard to say, bro. I feel like the PS2 wins in the niche department. If you're talking about niche games, but that could also be due to era. I don't know. I would honestly have to think that one through. I would honestly have to think this one through because I love both systems. And I could value them all for different aspects, you know? It was okay. Yeah, PlayStation Home was fun. I thought it was a good game at the time. It was a nice way for PlayStation users to interact with each other without using Twitter. PS2 had more variety, yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, 360 has more impact. Yeah, it does. Damn. 360 also got, yeah. Yeah, it did, yeah. I think it was a little past due towards the end. I would say, damn, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's really hard for me to say. Because I feel like the sports games was better on the 360, but you had more variety on the PS2, right? I feel like the PS2 wins in the unique game department. It had more like Def Jam. You know what I mean? Yeah, you had Icon there, but then you had Def Jam Fight for New York and Vendetta on there. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like PS2 single player, Xbox multiplayer. You know? Devil May Cry, yeah, it did have Devil May Cry as well. That's tough. That is tough, bro. I don't know. It's tough. That is tough, man. Like, I'm trying to think, like, I mean, 360 had RPGs, but I don't think they were better than, I already know that Project Gotham Racing was dope, too. I don't think it was better than PS2's RPGs, though. I think, like, I have to do it by genre. Open world games, I think PS2. Damn, that's tough. I would literally yeah, Lost Odyssey was good, though, yeah. But I think PS2 just had too many RPGs, though. It just had way too many. I feel like PS2 wins in that regard. Yeah, 360 Need for Speed was good, though. 360, that one was the peak. You know? Gotham Imposters, yes, I've actually played it. Damn, bro, I don't know. So what are y'all riding with? I should do a poll. You know, later on, I'm going to probably do a poll. Yeah, I'm going to do a poll of this in my community tab. We'll see how the votes go out. Damn, man, that's tough, bro. Yeah, PS2, that's automatic. You can't even argue that. Fighting games, I can kind of argue a little bit. I can argue the fighters. I can argue the shooters. I can argue... It's just those unique games that the PS2 had. PS2 had a lot of unique games. You know what I'm saying? Like the Godheads and the Shadow of Rome's, you know, it's those games that put the PS2 over the Xbox. It's those little games that Clock Tower 3, it's those games. You feel what I'm saying? And the Resident Evil Outbreak, yeah, it's those games. It's those unique ass games. It's the unique ones. That's the only thing. Yeah, those unique games really kind of, you know, I'm not saying 360 didn't have no unique games, but PS2 had the unique stuff. Like, if you're looking for something quirky, different, yeah, PS2 could also play PS1 games. Yeah, that's true, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still tough. Damn, like I said, to me, PS2 single player, 360 multiplayer. But they all do everything good. You know? That would be a shame if somebody had to tell me that, though. Which one would you choose? Damn. Damn, that would, you know. Oh, yeah, Drew, it's going to get worse, too. The game keycard situation. Yeah, it's going to get worse. Yeah, Nintendo. Oh, yeah, they getting real bad, bro. A bad feature doesn't make it a tie. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's a lot of consoles with bad features. People say it's just nostalgia, but older games were. I mean, bro, Shadow of Rome is dope, bruh. Shadow of Rome is dope. Like, bruh, that game is so unique, bruh. Like, have y'all played Shadow of Rome? I don't know if you guys have played it. Yeah. But that could be also, too, based on the time, though. But then Dead, you get shot, but then you also get Dead Rising on Xbox too. Let's not forget, guys, you get that Xbox, you get that Saints Row. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's really tough, guys. I know everybody's saying it's PS2 by landslide, but think about it. You were still getting some open world games on 360 too. You had GTA IV, GTA 5, you had Godfather. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there was a few miscellaneous ones like the Mafia. Shadow Rome is very unique. You know, I think Shadow Rome or Shadow Colossus. Oh, really, bro? Oh, man. Shadow Colossus or Shadow of Rome? I think I'm going to go with Shadow of Rome. I love Shadow Colossus. I really do. Damn, man. Because I feel like the younger self would have said Shadow Colossus, but the old me is going to say Shadow of Rome. I know it's funny. Yeah, you're right. None of these games sold well. You are right about that. Yeah, I know. A lot of them didn't sell well, which is crazy, right? But they're hella good, though. Yeah, Shadow Colossus was fire. They didn't really. How much you sold? How much did you know the sales figures for that? It sold well, really? Oh, PS2 had Ico too. I'm surprised they didn't make a remake for that. I'm surprised they never did a remake for Ico. Now I know that. I think that one didn't do too well. Are you talking about the remake? I don't think the PS2 one sold that good. I know the remake did though. The remake definitely did. That I do know. I know the PS4 remake sold actually quite good. That's for sure. I don't know if the original did, though. Yeah, I think the remake sold really good, yeah. The PS4 remake. Actually, you know what's funny? I'm going to be controversial. I think the PS2 and the PS3 version look better. I actually think the PS2 and 3 version have like it's hard to explain, but something about those games, they feel creepy. The remake, I don't know, sometimes the hyper looking... I actually watched a video on this, and they said sometimes hyper realistic looking graphics can make a game look less scary. Like, I was like, because I felt like the old ones had like a scary ass look to it. Uh-oh. Yeah. I didn't like Rise though, Hill. Like, I didn't like it maybe because I played Shadow of Rome, but I think Rise is good. I'm not going to downplay it completely. I just wasn't feeling it, man. I feel like Shadow of Rome, like, I don't know if y'all play that. But did it sell like crazy numbers? I'm just trying to say, did it sell like GTA level numbers? It might have sold a mill. Yeah, Ico, yeah, Ico, I know that, yeah, that flopped. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. I'm about to go visit her right now. Hold on. Imagine. Yeah, the original, though. I just love the original, though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the remake, but the original has, like, it's just hard to explain, man. It's just... I don't know, man. It just feels oh yeah, Simpsons Hit and Run was crazy. Yeah, it's way creepier. Like it feels way more eerie. And it's funny because I watched a video of a guy saying, why is pixelated looking graphics looks more scary than hyper realism? It was actually a good video. I think you can probably find it on YouTube. I actually watched the video. He's like, PS1 looking graphics look scary, like older games. I'm like, yeah, they do. Let's just say the Sega Dreamcast better than the 360. Damn. I mean, I can say the Dreamcast was definitely better than the 360's 1 year and 8 months. Definitely. It's just hard to top because even the what was it? Siren, yes, that's a good game too. Siren, Fatal Frame. I just don't like the reboots. Have the opportunity. You should. Why not? You got the freedom to do it. Yeah, so it's like it lets your imagination go wild too though. So when you're looking at something, you're like, yo, what is this for real? Like you actually start looking at it more and stuff like that. Like you be trying to decipher the image and all that. Oh, hold on. Somebody brought up layer section. Hold on. Who brought that up? Was that Jewel that brought that game up? Oh no, she brought Professor Layton. My bad. I thought she brought up layer section, Galactic Attack. I was like, oh, she play those games too? You need to jailbreak it. You gotta, yeah, you see? All the brick switches going out there, we gotta jailbreak the Switch 1. Nintendo gonna try to brick you. Yeah, honestly though, right now, I don't even think it's even possible for me to get a Switch 2 because it's like it's starting to seem like the secondhand market is gonna be more difficult than I thought, and I'm not trying to give Nintendo money, maybe unless they price drop it or whatever. Because if I do get a Switch 2, it's only gonna be for backwards compatibility. That's all I really care about. You know, but I ain't in no rush. I got so many games, guys. I can just play those games until. Oh, damn! He wants 100. These fishes are good. Damn. And he paying big money for these fishes. Oh. Oh man, these catfishes are something else. Yeah, it's honestly, it's not really worth it. Yeah. So you just got yours for the exclusives. I know. I can see that happening too, Jewel. You know? Like I tell people, if I get one, I'll get one, but I don't know. I just can't. Like right now, I just don't see no desire for it, bro. Especially with the lack of physical media. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, I would like. I mean, luckily I got 5 Nintendo Switches already, but I don't know. Nintendo's gonna have to have way more games out for me to have to want to buy the Switch too. Because I might not even be able to buy it used, considering what's going on with the bricks. But that's fine. Until I see a price drop or maybe way more games that I want to play. But even then, I just want it for the backwards compatibility. Yo, what up, Dante? I think the backwards compatibility is the only thing that's really would, make me want the Switch 2, because I have a lot of Switch 1 games. Switch 1 got so many games, but get a Switch 2. Yeah. I just can't, like right now, I just don't see no appeal. Right now, I'm thinking of a PC handheld, like a Steam Deck or something like that. You know? we'll see how this goes in the inevitable future. If they go up in the price, and then I just don't buy one completely. But I don't know. You know, I just can't give Nintendo my money right now. As of right now, I can't. You know, I told people I wasn't gonna. It's just there's just too many negatives. There's just way too many negatives. So right now, I'm not saying I might have to buy one new, but right now, I'm not buying nothing from Nintendo. I gotta see something. If it's a huge quality of games, it's got to be something more than what they showing. Yeah, I'm gonna get the game. I'm trying to start. I'm gonna see if I'll probably get the Steam Deck before anything. You know what I mean? But I think buying one second hand might actually be worse than buying it new now. After what we found out about the bricks, but we'll see. We'll see though. You know, we'll see what life takes me. That's one thing about me, guys. I don't rush to do things. Yeah, I don't need to. You know. I just wait for the sidelines, and then I just come in when I'm ready. That's it. Cloud gaming, it's going to eventually take over. Cloud gaming is going to be the future of gaming because you will be able to play all the games on any device. It doesn't matter how weak the device is. Cloud, and I know people hate this, but cloud gaming is going to get so good that you're going to feel that you're playing a native experience. Right now, it's in its beta infancy stage, but that will be the next thing taking over. That'll be another thing that's going to hurt even the PC gaming market as well as the console market, because the streaming is going to get so good. Well, at least that's what they're hoping for. And you'll be able to play that on, like, I'm just for the sake of an argument, it won't actually happen, a calculator. So hardware won't be a bottleneck for most people, and the ecosystem that you are playing your stuff on will be accessed through the cloud. Yep. That's going to happen probably, I say 20, 25 years from now. Yeah, consoles will be a thing of the past. It's going to go consoles, PC, for another 15. Yeah, it's 15 years plus. And that's why I said about 20, 25. Yeah, that's when it's going to take over. But we'll see. We'll see. I got to see, you know. But cloud game is going to take over. Why this little kid ain't got no money? Alright, he ain't got no money. Yeah, PC will be the last standing platform, and then it's going to be cloud gaming. And then PC gamers are going to be mad. And they're going to wish we had consoles. When they was consoles, now they out here impacting us. Bro, they come after everybody, guys. Don't get it twisted. You know, PC gamers, they safe for right now, but after consoles is done, y'all gonna see, man. They're gonna make PC a worse place to play on there. Watch. Yep, that's what's gonna happen, guys. I hate to say it. So I tell people, or should I say, I advise people to just enjoy what you have. This girl only comes here to look. Get away from my stand, woman. But at least that's the idea. Yep, nobody's safe. Nobody. Exactly, James. Everybody think, oh, going to PC is going to save you. Nothing is going to save you. I'm telling you, no matter which platform, PC will be the last. I'm not going to sit there and say it won't, but you PC gamers are going to look at a time when things was different, and they're going to get impacted too. Yep. Everybody's getting screwed over. Yeah, PC is definitely the king of gaming right now, for sure. No. What I'm saying, all right, I'll explain in a minute, right? I'll explain. What's gonna happen? Y'all want me to really tell you what's gonna happen to PC gaming? Y'all really want me to tell you? Because I've been trying to save this for like maybe 10, 15-year-old video. Yo, y'all really want me to tell you what's gonna happen to PC? Y'all really want me to tell you? I can tell y'all right now. Y'all want me to tell you? Alright, yes, alright. What's gonna happen to PC, right? You know how, alright, check this, right? Alright, let me pause this game real quick. Hold on. Alright, let me close the shop and pause it. What's gonna happen with hold on. Yes. Come on. What's gonna happen with PC gaming? Y'all ready for this? is that your stuff is going to be linked to an ecosystem. So let's just say everything's done, console world, whatever is all over, right? So now they're not going to sell you games. Everything is going to be an ecosystem. So what you're going to have Xbox Game Pass, Nintendo Pass, Ubisoft Pass, EA Pass, Epic Game Pass. No, they're not going to sell you no more games. Y'all like, what? Everything is going to be distributed. Now, mind you, they might, we'll see, but everything is going to be distributed through a service. Remember when Kingdom Hearts 3 was an exclusive? Now, mind you, it's not exclusive on the platform, but it was exclusive to what, guys? An ecosystem. So PC gamers, yes, you will not be dealing with exclusives, but you will be dealing with exclusive applications. Y'all like, what? So no more exclusive games. You'll be able to play whatever you want, right? But you will be tied to the ecosystem. Does that make sense? I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. You're going to be tied to the ecosystem, kind of like what Steam is. That's why Steam is successful, because everybody's tied to that specific ecosystem. I'm hearing Nintendo's going to have their own distributing service on PC. PC can't emulate most games, though. But I'm saying in regards to new games. You know what I'm saying? Emulation does take a lot out of the hardware. The reason why emulation is good for older games on PC, because they're not that demanding. But when it comes to new games, do you get what I'm saying? It's going to be harder to do that. It's going to be hard, unless your rig is like freaking massively beefy. You're not going to be able to emulate. Yes, different launchers. Yes. That's what it's going to be. Yep, that's what PC gaming is going to be. You're going to have Sega Pass, Capcom Pass, and you're going to be paying $10, $15, $20 a month for every single one of them. It's going to be like an MMORPG where you pay to get access to all these games. It's going to be crazy, bro. Yo, it's coming. Yo, Nick. Yo, Nintendo. Yo, I'm telling you, y'all remember who said that first. I'm telling you, Nintendo's going to do a distributing service on PC, more than likely after the Switch 2 is done. It's happening. It's coming. Y'all probably like, yo, y'all have to wait a long time for that one, though. Y'all gonna have to wait. Y'all gonna have to wait a long time for that one, but it's happening, bruh. And they're gonna do mobile stuff, too. Yeah, I know. What do y'all think about that when I said with Nintendo? Y'all don't believe that? Y'all don't think Nintendo's gonna do that? I'm telling you, man. Nintendo, they gonna do it. they gonna do it. It's gonna be crazy, bro. All I know is when it happens, y'all make sure y'all credit me 10 years. y'all credit me 10 years from now when it happens. When the Switch 2 is dead and they got the new watch. I'm telling you, man, Nintendo sees it too. They're gonna focus a lot on the mobile. Yep. They're gonna focus on mobile and PC. And I feel like if they do a Switch 3, it's gonna be all digital. Oh yeah, they have, right? Oh, so you've seen that cheesecake. He's like a sidekick. Yo, wait till I can't wait, bro. It's gonna be so funny when y'all like, what the hell? GameStop was right. Imagine. Animal Crossing? Hold on. What? Hold on. You said, hold on. Whoa. Nah, I got a humble dude. Hold on, I got a humble. Animal Crossing ripoff? Bruh, Animal Crossing ain't nothing but a ripoff of Harvest Moon. What did you... It is different, too. It is way different. This is like a farming game. What are you talking about? These dudes don't know their history, bruh. How you gonna tell... Bruh. You could actually do more of this, too. Animal Crossing got its inspiration because of games like this. What are you talking about? This man acting like Animal Crossing came out first, bro. What are you bro? Are you serious? I can't believe this crap. Playing an Animal Crossing ripoff? You mean you playing a Harvest Moon ripoff? They are different games, though. I'm just trolling him. What are you talking about? Your game Animal Crossing takes ideas from this game. The hell? That just goes to show you that these dudes don't know nothing about gaming. Yo, she's like, I'm so offended. Oh, man. What are we doing, man? Don't they understand that Legend of Zelda ain't nothing but a virtual Hylian? It's nothing but a Hylian clone? Why do Nintendo gamers think that their games are so innovative? Yo, y'all want me to break it? Oh, y'all want me to go in on Nintendo? Yo, I'm about to go in on Nintendo. Watch this. Y'all ready? Oh, I'm about to go in on Nintendo. He messed up. He messed up because I'm about to go in on his company. He want to act like his games are so ambitious and unique, right? That everybody want to say he want to act like his games are so unique. Doesn't he understand that Sega made F-Zero GX, the best F-Zero game that we've ever played? Not made by Nintendo, published by them, but not made by those bastards. Matter of fact, matter of fact, they want to sit there, right, and talk about, oh, Legend of Zelda is unique. Bruh, Legend of Zelda copied a game called Hylian, okay? A game that wasn't even popular. That's where your game copied. Legend of Zelda is not unique. You copied a game called Hylian. Okay? Humble yourself, buddy. Humble yourself. And there's something that my dad would tell you too, because he's always told me, good games take ideas from bad games. It's true. You want to disagree with that point? I got another point for you. Right? Because I got points for days. Right? Good games take ideas from bad games. Look at Marathon Durendo. Right? Where do you think it got its inspiration from? Or should I say Halo? Yeah. Like these dudes, man, they don't know their gaming history, man. They out here calling clone this and clone that, but they don't know nothing. Oh, he got quiet real quick, though. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with copying. No. There's nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, I say Stardew Valley copied a lot of elements and actually refined it in the most beautiful way ever possible. Like Stardew Valley, in a lot of cases, is way better than most games. Yeah. Like my dad told me, he's like, he says, son, that's what my dad told me. He's like, he says all the good games take ideas from the bad games. That's what my dad told me. And I'm like, oh, snap, he's right, though. He's right. I was like, oh, snap. My dad said all the good games take ideas from bad games. I was like, oh, snap. I was like, he's right, though. He's absolutely right. Yeah, that's where a lot of good games get their influence from. And then they actually decide to do it right. And that's why people love the games. Oh yeah, $80 for Mario Kart. I mean, look at freaking what's that game? Donkey Kong. I mean, if anything, you know who innovated the Nintendo platform? Rare. Rare is what innovated the Nintendo platform. Nintendo, listen. Yeah, I will say this. Nintendo with Mario 64, that was one of the best 3D platform innovations that Nintendo has ever done. Ever. Nintendo innovated like crazy for that game. I give Nintendo credit where it's due. When Mario 64 came out and you had Sony with this Crash Bandicoot fake ass wannabe 3D visuals but not 3D gameplay, Super Mario 64 was innovation. Yeah, Rare elevated it because I mean after that they had Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie that elevated even further. But Mario 64, oh yeah, Nintendo, they get that. I'll give them that. I'll give them that every day of the week. Nintendo deserved that. They really evolved 3D platformers. They did. I can't argue that because they did. There was no game like Super Mario. I mean, there was not a lot of games. GoldenEye, yeah, Rare. There was no games like that. Not even on PC. Not even on PC there was no games like that. Yeah. Yeah, it was, bro. My dad, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, when I was a kid, basement, my dad's jaw dropped. We had the N64, right? Because now, mind you, he's coming from, well, he had other things too, but he's coming from like, the 3DO. He had the Atari Jaguar, right? So my dad seen Mario 64 when it first came out. My dad's jaw dropped. He was like, what the, like, you bounce it off the walls and this, and yo, my dad was shocked. If you want to say, I know I have shocked in my video titles, but my dad was shocked when he seen Mario 64, bro. And my dad didn't even like the game. He's like, wow. He was like, wow. Like, I swear, I can still remember it to this day. To this day. Thinking it would have been legendary. It should be shot and hunted only to find out. Really? Yeah, it was crazy, bro. Like, you had to be there to see it, man. You know, and my dad did the same thing with Tomb Raider. My dad didn't like Tomb Raider. You know, but he was shocked, man. He was like, what the? It's just so funny. You have to be there to see it, though. And I don't think a lot of the young audience understands because they never seen that level of evolution. You know what I mean? James, they never seen going from 2D to 3D was crazy. Going to 2D to 3D was like, bruh, that was crazy for us as gamers, man. Back then, going from 2D to 3D graphics, wow. I was like, wow, bro. Even to this day, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask still hold up very well. Like, people don't understand, man. Going from that Super Nintendo and seeing that crap, you're like, what? Even though it was pixelated and ugly at times, but man, that was, woo, that felt like a significant improvement. It was so significant. We was like, what the? When I seen Tenchu for the first time, I'm like, damn. I was like, yo, Tenchu is fire. I was like, yo. It was, though. It was so wild back then, bruh. Even going from 8-bit to 16-bit, you're like, damn, look at the colors. Look at the sprites. Right? It is so crazy, man. You know, well, we've actually... He's like, what's so ugly and then on the N64 was so beautiful. I know. Yo, you know, another game that made my dad's mouth drop, James, was Wave Race. Yeah, my dad was like, what the water? I guess they put so much time into that water, bro. My dad was like, what the waves and all that? I know, I have that game still. Wave Race. I know, Atari 26, idiot. Yo, people don't know this, man. They don't know. Because my dad had the Neo Geo, but he couldn't afford the games for it. I think he only had like 3. You know? But that was still in 2D. But when you go to the 2D to 3D, you're like, damn. That's why my dad got a Saturn, because he just loved the arcade games. Oh, it's, yeah, to this day. Oh, yeah, Wave Race. I didn't like the GameCube one. That one. Mario Kart 64. Now, I know that's a very cherished game by a lot of people, but I'm going to keep it 100. Mario Kart 64 ain't really 3D. Yo, Nintendo played people with that game, bro. It just looks like a better version of Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo. I hate to say it, bro. It's kind of messed up, though. But, I mean, after seeing Diddy Kong Racing in comparison, Mario Kart 64 is trash. Damn. I said it. I just put down a cult classic. I know, that's what I'm saying. Mario Kart 64 wasn't even really, it felt like the Super Nintendo one, right? But, like, with better graphics, it was like, bro, that was kind of embarrassing, man. They did some like Doom 3D scrolling on that crap. I swear, that felt more like Mario Kart Doom 2.5. I was like, there's no way in hell, man. Oh, 2D, I know, Sonic Adventure was crazy. I did. He's like, you massacred a cult classic. I'm like, damn, bro. I know a lot of people like that. I think it's a good game too, but I think it's overrated, bro. And that game cheats. I will say Mario Kart 64 was hardcore, though. That was a hardcore game, though. Not like this easy stuff. Oh, from Toys R Us? Oh, man. Diddy Kong Racing, bro, with the multiple... And on the top of that, with the multiple vehicles and... Bruh. Nintendo was killing it back then, man. Even when Nintendo had a limited library, I just felt like they had enough games to fulfill their audience for what they were trying to do. I wish I could go back to that time, you know? I wish that we could go back to a time where things were simpler, you know? It just seemed like they were more fun to be had. It was nice, you know, and I get why these elements are very special to a lot of people. You know, oh, Shenmue, oh my, that was another one for the Dreamcast? Bro, my jaw dropped. Being able to knock on everybody's house. I'm like, what? Everybody having their own schedules? Was crazy. He's just killing it with lawsuits. Metroid, yeah, Metroid. Yeah, Super Metroid was really good. Really? Really? He said, nah, bruh. He said, nah, bruh. Yo, you heard? He's like, nah, bruh. It's okay though, because Mario Kart 64 is good. I mean, you know, but he's like, I gotta defend that honor. You know, I mean, it was a good game. I just felt like it was a little overrated though, but it is good. Damn, you make more money fishing. Look at this. I'm gonna make a lot of money with this. Look at this. Oh wow. What's up too? Dino Crisis overrated? Really? Really overrated? Dino Crisis? You don't think it's good? Really? It had better racing? Oh, man. He said better. Nah, I can, bro, what? Yo, bro, did he? Bro, and it was also balanced too, though. Because I feel like that balance will, though. Yeah, I know. I saw it, bro. It's crazy. Airbox! Yeah, they were good too. F-Zero X, yeah. I got 20,000 in this game. Look at this. Sin and Punishment was good. I got that for that 64. I don't think it's called. I don't think it's even called Sin and Punishment in Japan. I have it though. I got the port. What about Spyro? Yeah, yeah, they were good games. Tony's your profile pic. No, but see, but Ron Simmons, it did feel easy, but that was because the game was balanced. Mario Kart 64 was broken. That game was broken, though, bruh. No, but you're right, though. I mean, it still don't take away the fact the game is more challenging. You all right, though. But Diddy Kong Racing, that game took skills, man. Yeah. Like when it came down with Friends, it was Diddy Kong all the way. And the adventure mode, come on now. I think Diddy Kong win it landslide. I think it just had too many features. And you could play the adventure mode with another person. Bro, I'm just saying, when it comes down to everything, I think Diddy Kong Racing hit it in all regards. All right, no problem, Ultra. Yo, I can't wait. Yo, where did he get that? Yo, that ain't. Yo, the fact that he made that face, though, AJ is crazy, bro. The fact that he made that face. The fact that he made that face is insane, bro. It's PK time, yo, for real, right? I can't believe AJ. Yo, why he go out like that, though? Yo, I think Jay, he gonna have a video on him pretty soon. I should use an adblock. He needs a diaper change. Nice, C-Dub. I mean, today was actually pretty peaceful, though. I think I got it. Did I put a fertilized egg there? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you know they're going to drag it. They're probably going to drag it out until Marathon gets canceled. F-Zero was good, though. F-Zero, GX made it even better, but F-Zero, yo, I'm telling you, man. I know there's some, like, F-Zero and Star Fox can be simplistic, but, man, they are sure good. Oh, yeah, I play a lot. They just ain't a whole lot on PlayStation, but I play a lot. Listen, I need another tree, though. Will grow from autumn. All types takes time to carrot seeds. Only grows in autumn. I need freaking this is okay. Orange seeds grows in also, but needs a wide enough space. Okay. Okay. Alright, so let me actually just. No, I don't need apples, so we can find somewhere. Banana seeds. Let's see, grape flowering in summer and autumn. What is it, spring and summer? And summer. Okay, let me buy one of these. And then we got apples. Let's see, banana seeds. This one's spring to summer. Oh man, let's see. Begins flowering in summer and autumn, spring and summer. Hey, don't the peach ones do the same? Oh, and fruiting, okay. Oh, okay, I think they do the same. It's terrible but fun. All right. Yeah, I think Chucky, he's still here though. That's the first time I haven't seen him. Oh, the cruising games, Cruising USA, Cruising the World, and Exotica. Oh yeah, those are great games. Oh yeah. All right, so I won't be able to put it. All right, get some more seeds. Yo, look at that, bro. Egg box. He got the egg box. This dude. He got the egg box. So I got apple seeds, spring and summer, summer and autumn. Yeah, I'm gonna need probably 2 of these. Takes time to grow. Turnip seeds will grow from summer to winter. Goes very quickly. Air box. Whatever, which one's comfortable. Air box or egg box. Egg box. Yo, Marlon. We got peach seeds. We got, what is this? I need more trees, but it needs more space because flower in summer and autumn. So I did grape, spring. I'm gonna need another banana tree though. Actually not doing too bad on this farm. Arcade Archives. Is that available on these consoles? Oh, really? Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna probably get mine for the Switch 1. I know there's like a Switch 2 version too, but well, the PlayStation 5 has like 2 versions, which they let people buy. I'm like, why do they let people buy 2 different versions? I think that's so stupid. Out of water. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, guys. Let me save it, and I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Hopefully, you guys enjoy the live stream, right? Welcome to Cozy with Gamesta, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.